Jaylen Lowe, injury update from none other than his head coach, Mark Pope, who met with the media ahead of the Purdue Kentucky exhibition tonight. Mark Pope had some hyperbolic things to say about Jaylen Lowe's recovery here. The quote was, his recovery is epically fast. We'll probably keep him out of live contact for at least another week just to make sure. But he was in the gym shooting yesterday. Sounds like Mark Pope is ecstatic with how quickly Jaylen Low's recovery has begun. Two things here. Number one, obviously, it's great news, right? Jaylen Low, we wanted to see him back immediately. We didn't want to see him miss time at all. So sounds like this was as minor as you could get the injury to be, and he's doing his part to be as available as possible, as quickly as possible. Secondly, Mark Pope implying we're going to be careful with this, right? Reading between the lines, he's basically like, listen, he's in the gym shooting right now. We're going to hold him out at least a week, though, just out of an abundance of caution. Do you like that approach? It's obviously exhibition game against the number one team in the country tonight, but I'm sure Jaylen Lowe wishes he was going to be out there. A lot of injuries. They're doing the same thing with JQ, right? We won't rush these guys back. Is that the right approach for Mark Pope to take with his star point guard?
100%. 100% too, given especially how last year played out. This team was so snake bitten, and it was impressive that guys like Lamont Butler played through injury, but at the same time, you would like to be in a space where those guys could come back and be healthy because it's really all about March results with this team, truly. And yes, I think winning like an SEC banner and things like that would factor into that as well. But I do think that it's about the big picture with this team. And the big picture involves number nine, the assignment, as they like to refer to. And that assignment can't be completed if your point guard's shoulder's broken and your star center doesn't have an ACL.
So I have an idea that is not going to happen, shouldn't happen, and is totally just a joke and probably is worth not even saying. But I think Kentucky should hold out their entire starting lineup until March. Let's just
The whole
make sure they're healthy and ambush people, surprise people, right? This team would still make the tournament. If you started Jasper Johnson,
wait, okay, but the one part of this plan, those guys need to play together. You don't want their first time playing together to be in March.
practice together.
We gotta get some real game stuff.
Make the starting five the practice squad. Let them just beat up on Jasper and Trent Noah and Colin Chandler and Malachi Moreno and Brandon Garrison,
I don't know
Andre
about
Yelovich, and then
uh,
and then all of a sudden in March it's the A teams here. Be kind of fun. That's
it's
the way to
crazy.
really do the abundance of caution, is it not?
I was gonna say wrap the team in a bubble wrap, but that too.
No, I get it. I jokes aside, this is the right approach. Doesn't it kind of sound like he could play the exhibition?
Who?
Jaylen. Like
Yeah,
he's not going to, but like if this was an NCAA tournament game, it sounds like he would play.
yeah, I think so too. It's also like it brought up the crazy thing is this situation brought up a point that hadn't really crossed my mind necessarily with Jaylen Low up until this point. Is that I mean one of the unfortunate parts of being small in stature is that you are more susceptible to things like this, and it's
Yeah,
kind of it's a scary thought.
it's true. It's not wrong. There was also like in the press conference, I watched the full thing, not just this one liner from Pope, but he was talking about the challenges of like how different is it going to look in this game without Low. And at one point, he kind of got really explicit on it and was like, yeah, the truth is we have a lot of stuff that is designed specifically for Jaylen. And, when you lose a player to injury, sometimes it's almost easier if you just run generic stuff, right? If, it's all interchangeable. You lose one guy and the next guy can just run the same stuff. That's not how this works. Like it was very interesting to hear him say that because it almost makes me think the way they're going to use Jaylen Lowe is more unique than I thought. Like obviously I thought he was going to be the lead point guard on this team, but like I don't know, some of the creative stuff they ran through like even Amari Williams last year. Like are we going to have special sets that are designed for Jaylen Low that you would never run for Denzel Aberdeen or Jasper Johnson? It almost sounds like the answer is yes to that. And it has me intrigued for what it actually looks like once he's back healthy.
Yeah, I think it, and look, I think that there's a lot of discussions about this Kentucky team and things like that, and the depth that they have, and how obviously important Jaylen Low is to this basketball team. I think we've been talking about that all summer, and Mark Pope knows that. Um, but it is going to give us a chance to see some other guys. I think in this case, especially, I mean, I know me personally, I am interested to see what Jasper is able to do in this time.
Yeah,
So gives him an opportunity.
yeah, for sure. And to the point on just the way Pope views Jaylen, I think it would be different if it was just to name a guy, right? Jasper, a guard we know is coming off the bench. I think in that case, you would hear Pope be more like, "Oh yeah, it's a good opportunity for other guys, but like we really want Jasper back, but we're gonna let him take his time." From a sense of like we don't necessarily need it.
Mhm.
It's a nice to have, it's not a need. If I'm hearing Pope correctly, he's being like, "Oh, we need Jaylen. Like we are gonna not rush him back because of how important he is when he's back."
And I think to your point, he has all his actions have aligned with Jaylen Lowe being his guy.
Yeah,
Like that's his guy. Like Caden Lewis is at Villanova right now because he's like Jaylen Lowe is my guy.
yeah,
Even like even like looking at the point guard, like I think he's going after some point guards in next year's class. But I'll lose Tay Kenny. Maybe I don't get Duran or Rippey or some of these other point guards, but I got my guy. I got Jaylen Lowe. That's who I'm banking on.
yep, yep.
That's
Epically fast.
that's kind of scary.
Epically fast. The Kentucky medical team deserves a raise
Yeah.
as they
Look,
start the season without
hey, hey, hey,
multiple
hey, hey,
starters.
hey, 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 hey,
Epically fast.
hey.
Dion, you okay? You look a little sweaty.
So every August, September, my air conditioning breaks, and there's just nothing I can do about it.
Dude, that's tough. Out in California too. Like, I mean, what is it, like 80 degrees still there today?
Today's gonna be like 85, 90, but like peak summer, it gets like 110. My AC just doesn't ever hold up.
I mean, it sounds like it's a bummer that you can't take advantage of Duncan Mechanical Solutions because Duncan Mechanical Solutions is an HVAC company based in Angola, servicing the tri-state area, bringing commercial quality to the residential world with excellent customer service. You heard us talk about Duncan Mechanical last summer. If you need heating or air conditioning, kitchen or bath remodeling, or all of the above, Duncan Mechanical is the place to go in the Midwest. Go to duncanmechanicalsolutions.com to take advantage and make sure you don't wind up like Dion.